A beautiful piece.
Alright, so it turns out I was able to just put on a pair of rare gloves that I picked up off the ground and replace the uniques, and that got me to pretty close to cap. So, onward and upward. So this is feeling better now. I've got some life on the tree and a little bit of life on gear, but upgraded my gear just a little bit. Now that I'm up to 1500, I don't feel quite so squishy. My resistances are essentially capped. Really, in this act, as long as you're capped on your fire resistance, you'll be fine. Whoa, nice ring. I think I'll have to take that. Or I just get killed. We'll find out. Mine now. It also just occurred to me that if I start to feel squishy again, I can replace Herald of Ash with Flesh and Stone. I just picked up the extra projectile on a tree up here, and good lord, this damage feels so good. I'm just completely erasing stuff. We're about to do Rizlatha. My next plan is come up here 1-2 points here, and then I'll be 3 points away from Clever Thief. I can unspec these 3 points and grab Clever Thief. So actually next level, since I have a point here to spend, I can do that. Alright, we've unspec'd the leech nodes down from Duelist, and that combined with a ton of points from quests leaves me with that Clever Thief plus Mastery. And then here, we're going to grab Blood Drinker real quick. The difference between Clever Thief and the previous Leech is massive. Look at my life and mana pool. It's completely full. Very, very comfy. Now I can go about dropping these random hallowed hybrid flasks and figuring out what I want to do from here. Okay, so we're at the point now where my accuracy is 1800 and my life is 1700. I just picked up Blood Drinker, which gives me some additional life on kill, which is going to make sustaining Blood Rage even more comfortable. The next plan of attack is picking up some of the accuracy wheel that I just passed by on my way up to grab the leech, just to make sure that I stay above, my accuracy stays above my life total, to ensure that I keep that 40% damage from Precise Technique. Honestly, I might want to start thinking about fitting Enduring Cry in for the act bosses and such. Let's see what... I gotta see what my socket situation looks like. Alright, so as we go into the end of the Act 6 boss, where are we at here? 4.5 hours. We're going to pick up a little more accuracy. What's going on here? Is my boss bugged out? No. Whenever you're in Act 7 Northern Forest, it's always a good idea to check right down here, because there is a layout where the Dread Thicket spawns here instead of like all the way up here. As I approach Act 7 boss, what I decided to do, I felt my damage was starting to fall off just a little bit, so what I did was instead of going for life, I'm going to take the pen node and then the invert mastery. And that should be good for a while. Alright, about to fight Arakali. Come on, 2 green, 2 red. Perfect. So I got a chest upgrade. Put that on right after this. Also forgot to get some more damage here, some penetration. I think it might be time to get the fire penetration gem. Alright, so where are we at here? We're at 5 hours. Played, I died 10 times. The only thing that's killing me these days is freeze strong boxes. Alright, we are about to complete Cruel Lab at the beginning of Act 8, as is customary, for me anyway. And you're going to see Zaro just get deleted. There's a lot of damage. Alright, so we come up here and grab Headsman for the 20% culling strike. And increase attack speed and move speed. And then I gotta do something here on my tree. I guess I'm just gonna take the life node, work over to Revenge of the Hunted, and then I'll reevaluate. But once I get Revenge of the Hunted, I think that's all of my life nodes on my tree. I just gambled these. I don't think they work with Slayer because we have Overleach, but I don't have Overleach yet, so I think I'm gonna try these. I spent a couple of chromes and a couple of fusings to recolor the shield so that I can get shield charge, faster attacks, and life tap to make me go even faster. Also, I just realized I never even used my treasure keys or divine font at the lab. Oops. Alright, I can confirm that Tanu Ani is working right now, because I just saw myself get it. There you go, there's my adrenaline. Let's see what our first boss fight looks like with the new improved Headsman. Oh, looks pretty good. Alright, we're here fighting Yugal. Holy damage. Bring up the Blood Rage for the ads. Where's Big Boy at? Oop, oop, oop. Oops, awkward. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Got some boots here, craft some movement speed on them, and I've got an upgrade. Thought I would take a moment to show you the breakneck pace of this character going through Act 8. Seems pretty good. Wrapping up Act 8 here. insta-phasing these bosses. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 5 hours 45 minutes. So here in the tunnel I noticed that my accuracy rating's lower than my life total, so I'm missing out on the 40% multiplier from precise technique. So I allocate this mastery over here for accuracy, and that gets me up and over, and I get my 40% more damage back. Here's some more footage from the campaign, Act 9 boss. You can see that I'm not really having any problems whatsoever. Damage feels good. I'm not getting one shot by anything. It's just been a common theme in the whole second part of the campaign. Another boss, another beating.
I'm getting really tired of grudge matches.
Alright, this is Merciless Lab. I ran this right before killing Katava so that I didn't have to deal with the resistance penalty right away. But it went down with no issues. And we take our third ascendancy point, which is Overleach. And with this Act 10 Katava fight, we reach the end of the episode and the end of the campaign. This took 6.5 hours, start to finish. Act 1 to 5 took 4 hours, and Act 6 to 10 took 2.5. So you can draw whatever conclusions you like from that. The back half of the campaign definitely tends to go a lot faster for me because the build's finished. There's less gear upgrades, and you're just speeding through the end of the campaign. The next episode will cover fixing resistances and early mapping. It's going to move really fast since we skip right over a lot of the white maps. We have about 2, maybe 3 episodes left. Since the mapping portion goes so quickly, the gear upgrades become scarcer and scarcer, and the main progression revolves around player and gem levels. So, will this build fall apart in red maps? I mean, we're just going to have to see. Other people do 2-stone runs with it, so figured, why can't I? Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along on this journey, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the episodes to come.